Hi guys, and welcome back to the Soul Sisters podcast. I'm your host, well, one of your hosts, Alex, and this is...
And I'm Daniella. And as you can tell, we're doing ASMR.
Which we obviously can't take seriously.
Yeah, let's transition. Let's gradually fade into normal volumes.
This is why we don't do ASMR.
No, seriously, we both love ASMR.
Yes.
I know. People are going to judge. They're like, ugh, weirdos. But I love it.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't like the food ones where they're like...
The mukbang.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like mukbang. I'm into like the tapping and the whispering. And I mean... I got all the tingles in my head.
Yeah, mine is the personal attention, the brushing of the face, like they're doing your makeup, which technically, if you were to apply that in real life, it'd be all wrong. Eyeshadow up here, yeah, and what have you. Yes. But that's where that's where I get off, but not like that. I get the tingles also in the back of my head.
It's so fun. I love Whispers Red. She's one of the ones I like. And Maria, what's her name even? Whisperland? No, Maria. You know Maria? What's the Russian lady? She's the best. She's the best.
Oh, like OG?
She's OG, yeah. What's her? I don't even remember her handle because I just know her by her first name.
Not Kisper.
No.
Maria Kisper. Oh, and then I don't know.
It's like something Whisper. I don't know. I can't believe I'm so ashamed of myself out right there now.
I remember when it first started and there was like nothing. Mm-hmm. And then now you have like thousands of ASMR
millions
artists.
Probably
ASMR artist.
Exactly.
But yeah, that kind of goes into what we're going to talk about, which is all of our likes,
our favorite things.
Our favorite things.
These are a few of my favorite things.
You're bold. I would never.
I was trying to lower my volume because there's other people recording podcasts. We are here at the recording studio, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't hog up the sound space right now. But yeah, we want to talk about all of our favorite things.
So who?
You go.
I'm an owl. Who? Okay. I only brought technically one favorite, even though we mirror a lot of favorite things. So don't judge me for being super underprepared. But that weight over there is definitely one of my big favorite things. I love bodybuilding. I love lifting weights. I love feeling the soreness. I just love going and feeling the energy of the gym. And I have been doing it now for like 20 years. Yeah.
But you are only 25.
Oh, well then, my math is a little off. I never was good at the mathematics.
Wow, you've been doing it that long?
Yeah. 20 years. Cool. Yeah, it all started actually summer school. Awesome. When I first moved up here to Central Florida, for those of you who do not know where we are, I went to summer school because I did not want to do team sports during the school year because I was like, I just don't want to be all sweaty and disgusting, and now I live for that. Hilarious. But I did team sports, and we basically spent most of the time in the gym. And the only requirement was you need to be able to do one pull-up by the end of the class to pass.
Whoa.
That was literally the only requirement.
And to me, that seems impossible, but okay.
Right. And so we gauged the starting point, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do a single pull-up. And so the whole time I was like, okay, well, at least if I want to pass, let's not cheat ourselves. Let's do something. So I actually put in the work. I was using the machines that they had because this was at Haggerty. I'm using their gym. And we went through the little semester at summer school. And then by the end of it, I was able to do like 5.
What?
Yeah.
You did 5 pull-ups?
I did 5 pull-ups.
I'm really impressed.
To this day, I am still chasing that high. No.
It's just always out of reach.
I'll never feel that again. But yeah, I was like so proud of myself.
That's a huge accomplishment.
I was so proud of
You
myself.
need a shirt that says, I have done 5
I have
pull-ups.
what have you done? Whatever. But yeah,
That's
after that, I was
awesome.
hooked. I have been hooked ever since.
That's awesome.
So I like I said, I love feeling the soreness. I love how
Probably
good you actually feel. Like
mhm.
I don't know,
You
what
probably
is
love
it?
seeing the results
Oh, I
too.
love it. I
You're
love
like,
being able to
"Oh,
muscles.
cut.
Oh yeah,
Oh, she wore her
muscles.
sleeveless shirt on
It
purpose."
was on purpose. Um, but yeah, and yeah, ever since, and I miss it. Like whenever I can't go, whenever there is an injury, because your girl isn't that good in her form. Sometimes I bust my back out, but yeah, it's something that I do miss when I can't go. It's something that brings me joy,
Mhm.
and yeah, I love it.
It's your self-care.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is my
we've talked about
self-care.
that. It's your
That
self-care.
it's the place that I can go and be alone, and I just people are like, "Oh, you know what? We should work out together." And I'm like, "No, we shouldn't." I
This
don't
is my
want to.
alone
Yeah.
time.
I just really like being able to, it's gonna sound weird, but just kind of empty my head of thoughts.
Oh, no, totally.
Like just it's kind of one of the only moments that I don't have like the most frivolous or anxiety ridden thoughts
Yeah.
going through my
You can
head.
like stop your brain,
Exactly.
which is good.
Yeah.
That's part I think that's the major reason why exercise is so good
Mhm.
is because it's the mental part, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, obviously we need the physical part to relax our muscles and our body, but then it's like I think it's mostly the mental part of us
Yeah.
just like releasing all the stress, the
Yeah.
anxiety, the
Whatever it is,
worry.
oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine.
Yeah,
I don't
all of
know any
those
of
chemical things
those
that
all
come
at
out.
once, one at a time. I don't know. I just feel good. I feel good doing it.
Exactly.
So,
That's good.
yeah,
I wish I had that.
it's okay.
Instead, I like coffee. One of my favorite things is coffee. As you see, I have a little cafetera. How do you say that in English? A coffee maker,
Espresso maker?
a little espresso maker on the stove, espresso
It
maker.
has, I feel like it has an English name, but I cannot.
I know. I just love putting
It's a
coffee. I'm shamelessly
cafetera.
plugging Zaza's coffee right there because I do love it. That
Both
Cuban.
hot and iced.
Ooh,
The
well,
café con leche.
her. Her. Sorry.
What? You can't go for the iced?
No. I am a purist, okay? I only drink hot coffee.
Coffee snob.
I only drink it like it could be 120 degrees outside and I'm like, I
You're like my
can't.
husband.
Yeah. I love hot coffee. I think it's the warmth, the comfort, something about
Nostalgic,
probably.
maybe.
Yeah, because iced coffee to me, I'm like, man. I mean, like, I like it, but I don't order it really. Like, I'll drink it.
She's like, don't not bring an iced coffee if you're gonna get one, but
A nice latte.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love a
All right.
latte, a
All right.
cafecito, a
Fine.
little café con leche.
I
That's my
love
jam
iced.
every
I love
morning.
it. It's
Do you have coffee every morning?
negative not every morning, but most mornings.
Okay.
Or if I'm gonna do, so between coffee and tea.
Oh, okay. Hot tea?
Hot tea.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Hot.
Hot.
No, because I mean, I've been drinking coffee. I don't know if it's a Hispanic thing, but when I was a little kid, my
Right.
mom made me like with instant coffee and sugar and milk. Like it was more milk than anything.
Right.
And that was like what we had for breakfast was like
It was part
coffee.
of breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad would wake me up for school and he'd be like, give me my coffee, and then we'd have
Yeah.
coffee together.
It's just normal. I think it's just part of the culture.
Yeah. And
I wonder.
supposedly it stunts your growth. I don't know.
I don't know.
I grew up to be 5'7".
So there you go.
And you 5'7", no?
No, I'm 5'5.5". Which I heard that Marilyn Monroe was also 5'5.5" specifically. Because I've always said 5'5.5", and she is 5'5.5". I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That's funny.
So,
which also leads into
my oldie grandma stuff.
Oh no.
Oh.
I was like
Marilyn Monroe.
She was an actress.
Oh, true. Yeah, so we also have on our favorite things displayed today. We have our VHSs, our nostalgic 90s VHSs up in here. Alex so generously went into her collection and brought some of our faves.
So many. And part of me is like, I could sell specifically this Little Mermaid. Again, if you know, you know why. But it's like,
There's
I could
a
sell
secret
them
image on it.
In the castle. Look in the castle. But I have a hard time parting with, because it's just all the memories associated
Oh yeah.
with not
Those
just
were
the
our formative
movie, yeah,
years.
with not just the movie itself, but with the actual VHS tape. Should we take one out?
Take it. Do it.
Take it. It's
Just do it.
yours. Oh, no, watch it. But let's see. So back in the day,
Wow.
we
So for all you Gen Z, this is called a VHS. It is before the DVD. You would have a VCR player. You would have a rewind machine as
a
well.
rewind
There were
machine.
accessories to your mechanisms.
And if you really had it together, you had the TV with
Oh, those were cool.
yeah,
The all together ones.
yeah,
A
the
TV set. So imagine this, Gen Zs. It was a TV set, but it was a box, not flat. It was a
like
box.
3-dimensional, like had depth.
And then there was a piece on the bottom that had the little slot for your. My brother used to put like crap in their toys. My little brother, because he was a bebe, and he used to put like coins in there inside the little slot of the VHS thing.
Yeah, that was always fun. And then I would always like peek in there because I was always so fascinated with the machinery of just like what's going on. But yeah, and once the tape came out, you all of a sudden became a surgeon to try to be able to put it back in. You had to wind ever so carefully. But the movie was never the same again. It would always like there's I don't know if you can see it.
This is so funny that this is like bringing me back. Look at this, guys. This is an authentic VHS right now. And this little tape would, sometimes get pulled out.
And then you could rewind it or wind it back in the best you could, but there was no say. Like you would tell at which point in the movie the tape came out.
Wow, this is classic. It says the classics, Walt Disney Home Video. This is so funny. Oh, love it. It's like and there was that little beeping sound at the beginning. I don't know why it always had that little when you would put the movie in. It was like
I have no idea.
I don't know what that was.
Okay, you just accepted it. You just kind of rolled with it.
But these two movies specifically, I asked Alex to bring these because these were my favorite. I used to love Little Mermaid. And I used to love Beauty and the Beast. I could sing all the Beauty and the Beast songs.
Beauty and the Beast, I loved it. I didn't, for some reason, the songs from The Little Mermaid is the ones that I memorized the most, even though it wasn't my favorite. But Beauty and the Beast was just my favorite movie. And then I got later into Pocahontas for all its like political message. Yeah, believe it or not, it does kind of get a little political in there.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
Especially with the Virginia Company song at the beginning.
Yeah. Where they like destroy their land and they're taking all the land.
Yeah, so it's...
But you felt that as a kid? You were okay.
That wasn't until recent. No.
I was like, how did you observe that?
Is so pretty, and she kind of looked like me because she's a little darker complected. And
that's so cute.
So yeah, even though I did not have the body of Pocahontas,
Pocahontas was beautiful.
She was gorgeous. Esmeralda also. I was infatuated. I think that was when I questioned a little myself.
You're like, but do I like this?
It's like,
Well, she did all of her exotic dances.
There's
and stuff.
a reason why
she's like on the sexier side.
Yeah, Count Frollo had a point.
Count Frollo, ew, gross.
Yeah,
she had like green eyes. She was like
dark skin, dark hair. Oh,
she's like my type.
She was.
That's so funny. I forgot about Esmeralda. See, I had a whole thing with Hunchback of Notre Dame. My parents took me to see it in the movie theaters when it came out. And I was traumatized. I was so sad. I was crying. Like literally people at the end of the movie, if you've seen it, you know it's so sad with the hunchback and everyone's like throwing stuff at him and he's like, oh. And then literally the movie ends. Everyone's leaving the movie theater and my mom's consoling me as I'm crying. Like, oh my God, it's so awful. Like I've only seen that one a couple times. I mean, maybe twice in my whole life because I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, it's worth a rewatch. I enjoy it for different. You catch on to like more adult themes. In it than you do as a kid.
Oh, totally.
You think, oh my God, Count Frollo. Well, yeah, he was a bad dude, but like the way the Catholics persecuted the gypsies and just that was it was just wild. It's a wild time.
It has beautiful music.
It does.
Like I wish I liked it because the music is beautiful. Like that opening song where it's like and you see like the cathedral and it's like It's beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
Disney, those 90s Disney movies
That
had
was like the heyday of Disney.
hugely amazing music.
Yeah.
Like, so big. Like, I mean, think about all of these. The Beauty and the Beast song, like when they're walking down the staircase.
Hmm.
Na, na, na,
I
na. I
think it
mean,
was the only Grammy nominated movie from
it
Disney.
was, oh, I don't know about Grammy, but I know for sure that Beauty and the Beast got nominated as Best Picture at the Oscars,
Hmm.
which an animated film had
Right.
never
I think that's
been.
what it was.
And then after that is when they started doing the animated film category for
Hmm.
best animated film. That didn't exist when this movie came out, and it was nominated for Best Picture alongside all these other like movies.
Did you see the on streaming
What?
the Beauty and the Beast special that they did?
Oh yeah, with her.
Yeah.
Yes, it was nice.
Yeah,
I
it,
liked
it was
it.
cute. I actually
I
found it
liked
really
it.
enjoyable.
Yeah, she has a really nice
So,
voice.
yeah.
I like her voice. I thought she was a cute belle.
Yeah.
And it's cool how they started it, or it was like live
Yeah.
at Walt Disney Studios. So I've been there before. I've been to Walt Disney Studios in Los Angeles. And as they were walking down, I'm like, that's so cool that they're incorporating like the studio as like a backdrop.
It's not what I thought it was going to be, but it was really nice. I think it was really
Yeah.
well done, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and Josh Groban. Oh, he has such a good
I
voice. He
had
was the
such a
Beast.
huge crush on Josh Groban when he first came out.
Really?
I have like 2 of his CDs when he first debuted in the music. I
Wow.
had such a crush. But I think he did
He's
make a good Beast vocal and in the live action.
he's talented.
He's very
He's
talented.
okay, first of all, he's like an operatic singer.
Mhm.
And then he's like a great actor.
Yeah.
He was on a show. I don't remember the name of the show, but he's like so talented. I'm like, how do you have so much talent
He's super
as a
talented.
human being? That's so
And I
crazy.
thought his little dopey cuteness was cute.
Aww.
I was like, oh,
You
he's
like
like
Josh
kind of nerdy.
Groban? Gosh. How cute. No, but I love Beauty and the Beast so much that it was actually the song that I walked down the aisle to. Like Tale
That's
as Old as Time. Is that the name of the
right.
song? Now that I'm saying it, it sounds wrong. I think it's just called Beauty and the
Yeah,
Beast.
I think it's called Beauty and the Beast.
Tale as Old as Time?
Is that?
You know that one? That's what I walked down.
Karaoke.
But I had like a live violinist playing. It was, I don't know if you were in it. You were like walking, so I don't think you were
Yeah, I didn't
absorbing
get
it.
to.
You were probably like, oh my
You
gosh,
had
all the
a live
adrenaline.
violinist?
Yeah, I had a guy playing the guitar, a violin player, and a singer.
What?
And they were playing. And then I was
I
walking
can't
down
believe I
with my little
missed
veil over my
it.
face.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did the veil over? I don't think I ended up doing the veil over. Sorry.
It's I feel like a lot of people don't do the veil
but
over the face.
It's nice. It's very symbolic and really, really
I'm very
nice.
traditional. Like I like tradition and like old school stuff.
Another thing of your likes, yeah.
I love old school. Okay, I am a grandma at heart. There's an
She's an
80-year-old
old soul.
Yeah, there's an 80-year-old lady inside of my heart. And so that is why I brought my big band Frank Sinatra record. This is grandma. Okay, this is like 1940s music, guys. Literally, it says sessions 1940. Like, bro,
That's
I
funny.
need to live in a nursing home. Like, it's
already.
Just...
I mean, actually, as someone who worked in it, it's actually kind of fun. They're
Is
actually
it?
really, really
Oh
fun.
yeah, Alex worked in a nursing
what
home.
they say, they have no filter. They're like, I'm 80. I don't need to have a filter.
They're over it.
They're so over it.
Older
It's
people
really
are
funny.
over it. They're like, I don't even care anymore. Like, this is the way it is. And it's almost like you revert back to being a teenager or like a little
Yeah.
kid. You're just like,
Yeah, you're just like,
I don't care.
I really
You
don't
think
care.
I care?
It was great. It was, I mean, some things they said were just me.
You was a hoe.
I did get called a hoe once because apparently my work skirt was too tight. And so she was like, she looks like a whore.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, noted. Thank you. I'm gonna retire this particular outfit. But yeah, no, I liked just watching. I could watch them all day. Like, just watch old people.
Well, I'm sure they say crazy things. I can't
do.
believe there's not a reality show in a nursing home yet. Like, that would make a great show.
Yeah.
Like, just interacting
Absolutely.
with older people and like they're funny. And honestly, older people have so much wisdom.
They
like
do.
Aside from the dementia and the weirdness,
Well, yeah.
they have so much wisdom. Like, I would love to do a documentary about like older people and just like getting their advice of stuff, because they've seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
They've seen all of what life has to offer, and they can be like, you know, maybe that's why they're over it. They're just like,
This is nothing new to me. This is nothing new to me. I've seen it. twice before, I might add. But yeah, no. But you are more very nostalgic in your music tastes.
hmm
You obviously like the 40s
hmm
crooners, Frank
hmm
Sinatra. You also like the 80s.
I love the 80s too.
Um, and I'm more into the 70s, not disco. Everyone thinks 70s is all disco all the time. Yes, sometimes, but not all the time. I like the 70s light rock and 70s country.
Name a
Um,
few. Pippa, artists.
so I hate that you put me on the spot because I can never think of them right there. America is
Stevie Nicks.
one. Well, Stevie Nicks was part of, and I always get that. I think she was part of Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
true. Fleetwood Mac. So do you like?
Chicago. Um,
Yeah, all
let's
those old
see.
school.
I know. See, you put me on the spot, and now I
Eric
look
Clapton. Would he be 70s light rock?
I don't know,
I
but
don't know.
I don't like Eric Clapton's style.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
Billy Joel, is that 70s or is
yeah,
that
he was in the
80s?
70s.
Yeah, Billy Joel's good. I always think of that song with a heart attack, tack, 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 tack.
Moving up. Um,
Every time I hear that, I think of you.
John Denver, Jim Croce. Jim Croce's great.
That's so funny.
If you want to listen to really heartfelt songs, Jim Croce is amazing. But yeah,
that's so funny because that's what your dad listened to. That's what your
right.
parents liked.
I grew and I hated it. I absolutely hated listening to it.
When
I
you
was
were a
like,
kid?
I want to listen to Radio
La, la, la.
Disney.
Radio Disney? Yes.
AM 990.
Something like that. Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's like, please.
Where's Radio
Let
Disney?
me be relevant.
Jump 5.
Jump 5. Upside down.
Oh my gosh. We need to have a whole episode about like music we grew up on because we Christian music, like the Christian music that we had to listen.
Yes.
Not had to, but
Carmen.
Carmen
had bangers.
Carmen. No, one of my favorite songs. I almost want to play it right now. Is Stephen Curtis Chapman. I think it's called like The Greatest Adventure or something.
Yeah.
This is the great adventure.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I listen to that song to this day. It's so good.
It's a bop. It's a real bop. Like if you don't get into it,
Christian
I don't
music.
Whether you're Christian or not, if you're not getting into it, you're dead inside.
Yeah. Amy Grant.
Amy Grant.
So good. Do you remember Stacey Orico?
Yeah.
Okay, so Stacey Orico was the answer to Britney Spears in the Christian world. So I literally remember back in like, I don't know, when Britney Spears was huge, 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
And my dad bringing home a Stacey Orico CD and he's like, she's just like Britney Spears. And I was like, really? And and I listened to her as much as I did Britney Spears and Christina and all of those CDs I had in sync. And
ours was Jackie Velasquez.
Oh yeah,
that was
representing the Latinas up in here.
You know, that's what's up. Jackie Velasquez.
She was good.
And then she was in that movie Chasing Papi.
Oh, I don't know. I don't ever watch that one
because it was not Christian oriented.
That's so funny. Whoa, she ventured out.
Yeah, she did.
Wow,
putting her on blast.
What was her famous song that she did? I don't remember. She wasn't the one that was like, Jesus is coming back or something. What was that one?
Jesus, get ready.
Oh yeah, people get ready. Jesus is coming. Who was that?
She was an African American lady. I can't remember her name. Wow, we're going down nostalgia lane for sure.
I know.
But I can't. I was thinking of her earlier, and I just cannot remember her name
right
now.
That song that used to play on the Christian radio station all the time when I was little. People get ready.
And Jeremy Camp. Had such a crush on Jeremy Camp.
Oh yeah, now we're getting into the early 2000s. Yeah, the mid 2000s, like,
which is another fun genre for me. I like that.
Oh yeah, you like the Y2K?
Yeah, the Y2K stuff.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, you and Ja Rule. No, mine was because of like the boy bands and Panic at the Disco and. Which I hope they're from that era. I hope I'm not getting it all confused. Totally. Okay, because like I tend to confuse time.
Are we blocking like the whole 2000s, like 2000 to 2010? Is that like what you're talking about? Or do you like 2000, 2005?
Yeah, like circa 05, 08 maybe.
05, 08? Oh, so like right in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Green Day? Black Eyed Peas. Green Day, yeah.
That was me like knowing secular music back then.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I just started kind of venturing out because I could kind of smuggle in my own music because I finally got a radio in my room. It took a long,
Oh, really?
long time for my parents to stick a radio in my
How old
room.
were you when you got it?
Maybe like 14 or
Okay.
15.
Did it have a CD player?
It did.
Okay.
It did.
The whole
But
combo.
I could not get secular CDs yet. It wasn't until my aunt, we went to the mall and I begged her for the Panic at the Disco CD.
Oh, that's so
And it
cute.
had like an M, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna, like, the mature.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna. And she's like, okay, I'll get it. And that's probably like the gateway drug.
From then on, it
emo.
went crazy.
And later on, metal. My husband introduced me to metal, but yeah, after that, I was like, whoa, there's so much in here in this music.
Those like double kick drums
that I've never heard about. Experiences I don't understand.
There was Skillet to answer your
yes,
rock desires.
So if we're gonna
world.
get into Christian rock, then POD, Skillet.
I had a little Skillet moment. I was never into rock, and I was jamming on some Skillet.
I remember there was like a whole thing with Skillet where they were frontlining something and they had done a prayer, and then they're like, well, now that that's out of the way, and that was like that was very problematic.
Oh, it was like making headlines that they were
that they were just like, oh, this is just kind of a thing that you have to do.
Gotcha.
But there was a TV station. It was called TVU, and they used to give all those like Christian metal and Flyleaf.
Oh, Flyleaf.
Yeah, and there was Amberlynn, Emery. I'm like, I'm used to
my
this.
My goal is to make everybody in this room laugh with my song representation.
Everybody, all staff, all parties involved. It's just like, you're killing my ears. Both of you.
What are you listening to now? What do you like now?
What is it that you like? So now I'm big into like EDM, drum and bass, electronic music. No, I'm not cool. I just don't have, any kind of social life. So I also listen to like frequencies, 432 hertz, like the whole,
What?
Like spa music. Yeah.
Wait, what is frequencies? Like you're literally listening to like a sound?
Well, no, they have it set up so where it sounds like music. So think of like when they play the synth in church, like that.
In church, like the thing you like, Danielle?
Yeah, that really...
that plays?
The only thing you do, apparently? No. No. It's the only thing I could think of. But
okay, so it's called... What is that called? It's called frequencies?
I mean,
style of music?
So I call it frequency music. I don't know what it's called specifically. So if you know, please feel free to correct. But it's where the song or the music is played at a certain frequency in order to promote certain things in your body, like healing, supposedly, or whatever.
Like a sound bath or a sound... You know what I'm talking about? Sound therapy or something?
Yes.
Where they use those little
the bowls, the
sound bowls, singing bowls, yeah, singing bowls.
I think. You know what? They should just use you for all of the sound effects.
I would love that.
Just use you. Okay, make keys jingling. Cling, 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 cling.
No, that wasn't good. My favorite is like
that. I've always loved
classic.
That. It's my favorite.
Boing sounds classic.
It's the best.
Everyone listening is like, what is happening?
But yeah, frequency music.
Lo-fi?
Lo-fi's great. I mean, if I need to get things accomplished.
We were like, lo-fi, it's fine.
We started off really enthusiastic and went kind of... Because the more I thought about it, I was like, okay, I can probably listen to about an hour and a half tops, and then I gotta...
Shut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's super repetitive, and I think it's meant to be like that so you can zone it out and just do your work.
Yeah.
It's meant for working, I think. Have you seen that video? Did you send it to me or I sent it to you? Some video on Instagram where the guy was like, where lo-fi started, and it was like, I think there needs to be like some old dialogue from old movies in here. You know what I'm talking about? Where he's like...
I mean, I haven't seen the
Where
video,
you voice
but
over those. Why is there old movie dialogue in
I
lo-fi
don't know.
music? But it was so
I don't
funny.
know. Especially lo-fi hip hop. That's the beats even get more repetitive with lo-fi hip hop. So yeah, lo-fi is one of those things where like an hour and a half. If I need to get something accomplished and I don't want to get,
Uh-huh.
because I always have to sing along.
Oh, you have to sing
I have to
along?
sing along with songs. So that's why I can't really listen to music with lyrics. So I'll do the frequency and I'll do the
Gotcha.
lo-fi. I'll do classical,
Gotcha.
dark academia, whatever.
Whoa. Guys, we're going deep. We are touching all sorts of
All sorts of parts.
all sorts of parts are being touched. Yeah, there's some super specific genres now. Just like
Yeah.
anything, everything is so like music is so like specific now. Like
Yeah,
dark
dark
academia.
academia, which is like a branch off of classical, but it's kind of
More Harry Potter-ish.
yeah, exactly. My husband had a dream with that, a nightmare actually, and
With
he's
that
with
playing?
yeah, and he never forgets it. It really impacted him deeply.
Did Harry Potter scare him?
No, it was like a haunted bicycle. It was just really weird.
So the dream was about a haunted bicycle and the Harry Potter theme was playing in the
Yeah,
background. So E.T. meets Harry Potter.
yeah. Which ET used to
Well,
scare me.
E.T. Oh, I know. I mean, okay. Everybody got scared by E.T. because you watched it as a kid because
Yeah,
people thought it was a kid's movie. And then you were traumatized
yeah.
by the cornfield and then the kid like throwing the ball in the cornfield and it rolled back and
Yeah,
yeah, you're
I
terrified.
was absolutely terrified. The jump scares were
The jump scares.
were
It's a beautiful movie if you watch it now, but
yeah,
it's
no,
like as a kid,
that it was scary. That
terrifying.
little pale ET.
Oh, when he was dying.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and he was all white by the river. So sad. That was so sad. And then they took him and experimented on him. Darned the man.
Yeah. I was messing stuff up.
Yeah, that's a beautiful movie. We watched it. Okay, so I went to film school, and for those of you that don't know, and in film school we talked about the importance of movie scores, like film scores, like the
Hmm.
music that they put on top. We watched E.T. without music, and then so the last scene of
Oh,
E.T.
that sounds
where they're like
awful
riding the
already.
bike,
Yeah,
and then they're like getting to the spaceship, and then E.T. gets taken back home, and everyone's crying, and it's like such a like in those last 10 minutes of E.T., it's like so much happens.
yeah,
And so we watched it without music, and then they put the John Williams score on top, and it's like night and day,
yeah,
night and day. I was like, that's amazing.
yeah. You don't realize how much energy and emotion the music in a movie puts into a movie
Oh my
until you
gosh.
do something like that, and
It's
you're like,
so powerful. It's a whole other thing.
yeah.
It's like you need the two together.
Which is funny because why don't we like have like sound like why doesn't our life play a soundtrack? Not that everyone can hear, but like for us,
Yeah, like we just listen to our own like little life
like
soundtrack.
if it just played out, like not it just random music that all of a sudden starts coming up. I don't know. I just feel like it would make things either a lot more intense or a lot more.
Yeah, I feel like we would overdo it in life if there
Maybe
was
that's why it's
dramatic
not
music
happening. So
around
scratch
us.
that. Just forget it.
We just like get all riled up and then we just like start slapping people and like everything gets really intense. Yeah, maybe it's better we
But
don't have.
Daniela becomes violent. She's
It just
abusive.
becomes dramatic. It just gets real crazy. No, but yeah, movies. So movies is probably one of the things I love the most. I love movies. When I watch movies, I don't just watch them. I'm like studying movies. I'm like watching the shots and I'm looking at the acting and I'm looking at the lighting and I'm looking at the editing and I'm watching.
I'm the total
So
opposite. I'm just like I can't sit through 2 hours because movies are so long now, and I'm just like, well, my ADHD is calling. Like I can. So I like to watch them at home, which now movies like Oppenheimer that's coming out now. There's a girl that says
Huh?
specifically which theaters you should go to get the proper aspect ratio for the whole movie where they didn't cut it off. I thought of you. I should have sent it to you. Bad
Oh,
friend.
that's so cool.
But yeah.
I want to
So
see that movie.
but yeah, I just don't. All I do is sit there and criticize. It's so bad. Like Daniela's like seriously enjoying the movie, and I'm just like, wow, this is how would that happen? How would the rope come down at the exact second that they need it to escape the snake pit? Like I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
But my dad used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, this movie is insulting my intelligence. And I'm just like, it's fake. And now I'm doing what he
Now
did.
you do the same thing.
Yeah.
I know. No, there's some movies where you just can't help but be
Yeah.
like, okay, guys, like, how far are we pushing this? Because this is so unrealistic. You know, yeah. No, I love just watching every little. I'm telling you, I like study them. I'm like absorbing. I have to. Okay,
I mean,
I have to watch it from the
career.
beginning. It's my passion. I have to watch it from the beginning. I hate missing the very beginning of a movie. Like, I have to watch from the opening of the like studio credit. Like, if it says
you need
Paramount or whatever, I have to watch from there because I don't want to miss the opening shot. So when you learn about screenwriting,
masterclass in
in watching movies,
filmology, I don't know, filmology.
When you learn about script writing, you learn that the first shot that you see is significant. It's important. It's supposed to represent what the movie's about in some way. So like shots are important. Like the different images you're being shown are important. So if you think about like Back to the Future, like the first shot you see is a wall of clocks. And that's obviously important because they're time traveling and stuff like that. So like that's why I'm like watching. I'm like, what is the opening shot gonna be? Alex is like, too much over my head.
No. I'm just thinking. So now with something like Transformers, like what?
Oh,
does that have anything to offer?
I don't know Transformers enough to know like the shots.
No. It's okay because it's just now I'm gonna look for that because does Transformers have anything to? I'm not trying to diss the series.
I don't know.
It's entertaining, but
well, that's how I feel about. Honestly, I'm about to get so much hate, but like all the Marvel movies,
they're the same.
All the superhero movies,
the same.
They're entertainment. They're pure entertainment, but they have no artistic value to me. Like even Back to the Future to me has so much more artistic value than like Marvel movies. I hate to say it because people are obsessed and they love them and they go crazy for Marvel movies.
When Marvel first came out, we're on a movie tangent and it's just going to end in the movie tangent.
It's just going to be what it is.
But when Marvel first came out, it was innovative. It was fun and it was dynamic. And now they follow the same formula for each and every movie and it is not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Now they're coming out with some new cooler sci-fi stuff. The Creator, I don't know if you've seen
It's called The Creator?
The Creator.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's sci-fi and it's
a movie or a show or what is it?
It's going to be a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet. But I saw the preview for it and to me it looks interesting and just so
when people take creative
different than what, is currently out at the moment. That I'm super excited. Like I'm actually wanting to go to the movies. I haven't wanted to go to the Daniella's like, go to the movies.
I'm like, let's go. Well, Hollywood's all jacked up right now currently. Like there's strikes. There's actor strikes and there's writer strikes. And so everything's all jacked up over there right now. But who knows? I mean, I don't know. I have no input on that. I have no I'm not taking any sides, but apparently, actors and writers are feeling gypped because of all this AI stuff. Yeah. And like I guess once they have like your voice, like an actor's voice, they can manipulate
and your image, and
your image and stuff. Did you watch there's a new episode of Black Mirror on Netflix where they talk about that?
Black Mirror scares me.
Well, it's supposed to. It's like the new Twilight Zone.
It's like a documentary.
Yeah.
It's almost like a documentary and it freaks me out because it's so incredibly accurate in a lot of what it has to say that I'm just I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Well, the first episode
I have too much anxiety.
Yeah, the first one is called Joan is Awful, the episode, and it's all about that. It's about this woman, this normal woman who like she turns on what they call in the show Streamberry, but it's Netflix. She turns on Netflix and she watches an episode. She sees a thumbnail of her image, like her look, like her hair looks exactly like her and it's her name, Joan, and she's like, what the heck, that's me. And she turns it on and it's literally like exactly verbatim what her day was like, and somehow it's a Netflix show. And so in the whole episode is, I'm ruining the episode, but basically it's about that she goes to her lawyer and she's like, how could they literally have the name of my boyfriend, the name of my work, everything is shot like frame for frame of what I do of my life. And they're like, oh yeah, when you signed up for Streamberry, you pushed okay and you agreed for them to record everything about you.
Dude.
It's like when you like
The terms
accept
and
the terms and
conditions that no one
So when
reads.
you accepted that, they had access to your whole life.
Freaky.
And then it goes even deeper. It's like the actress who plays her, who's Selma Hayek, and they refer to her, she's playing herself. Her likeness is used, and she's like, I don't want to be in this show anymore. And they're like, oh, well, it's not you, it's all CGI. Like, this is an artificial intelligence of you.
Yeah.
And so that's like the whole show. I'm like, bro, this is like too
freaky,
too live, too like exactly what we're going through right now. So it's crazy.
No way.
It's weird.
This AI stuff is actually scaring me.
It's weird.
And it used to be that you can tell because all the fingers, like there were too many fingers or not enough fingers in the images that it would create. And now they're just starting to get better with the amount of fingers and like how the proportions are set up. And it's just it's
down to the person's fingerprint.
It's freaky.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't think our lifetime will experience any like robot takeover, AI takeover, but who knows? I mean, who knows? The rate of speed that
it is going
these
so
things are
fast.
They're getting smarter.
We're down a rabbit hole.
What a rabbit hole.
Do we like robots? Find out in the next episode.
Well, like I heard someone say, they're like, any robot movie has, we've seen what happens. Like, there has never been a good outcome when it comes to robots taking over or us giving them too much power. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, AI is another level of craziness. But yeah, we are simulated right now.
Oh,
you didn't even know.
You had no idea. It's that good.
I just edit us like fading out. But this was fun. So this was all of our favorite things. We wanted you guys to get to know us a little bit more. Obviously, you need to watch this on YouTube so you can see the actual things that we've been pointing to. Yeah. I have my camera. Oh, I didn't talk about my camera. I love photography. We have our coffee, Alex's weights, and the VHSs and the music and all the things. But yeah, so this is why you got to listen to us and then watch on YouTube so you can see.
So you can see all this stuff.
And you should be watching on YouTube because, I mean, our faces.
We are very attractive peoples. So handsome.
You don't want to miss this, okay?
Nothing better than being called a handsome woman, I think.
You look just like your father. You are a handsome lady.
Yeah, I used to get that a lot, and that used to piss me off. I was like, I don't want to look like a male, but whatever. It is what it is. Now everyone's like, oh, you look like your mom. I'm like, I'll take it.
You're a perfect mix, I think, of the two.
Yeah.
Because I can see your mom and your dad.
Yeah, but yeah, you want to really, really make a woman happy, tell her she's handsome. She's a handsome woman. She'll get a kick out of that.
She'll love it.
She'll
love it.
Never
so
forget
much.
it.
Well, thank you guys for watching the show. We love having you here. Make sure you like, subscribe, rate, review, all the things.
Absolutely.
And I hope you're enjoying. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying our conversations and this is fun for you and not.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, like I said, any kind of constructive criticism, let us know.
Or praises. Or thanks.
Definitely praises. If you have praises, for sure. Good news, then bad news. Always. The order that I will accept the news.
You're beautiful, but you're also
you got
handsome.
one tooth that goes.
One little tooth.
It's just one tooth.
I have one little tooth. I got 5 little tooths that go like this. One day I'll get Invisalign. One day. Alex is like,
it's whatever. It's part of what makes you you. So don't worry about it too much. Not that I'm saying your teeth are super crookedy jacked, but I'm just saying your smile and your teeth are part of your personality. That sounds awful.
Thank you.
Little spotted tea.
Little spotted tea. That's what I blame my crooked teeth to, is my British ancestry on my mom's side. I'm like, dang, my teeth yellow so quickly. It's because I'm British.
It was meant for this. But anyways, we did a whole outro.
Wow. Yeah, we are on a tangent this morning.
But yes, again, thank you for joining us this episode and this journey of our likes.
And we love you guys. See you later. Bye.
Friends, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Soul Sisters podcast.
Our heart is to bring this encouraging content to you, and we ask that you join us by following or subscribing wherever you're listening from.
And also, share this with a friend who would enjoy it.
We love you, and we'll see you again next week for a new episode. Besitos!